Hi Internet, thanks for clicking on Stop and Think, the puzzle channel. Let's do the Washington Post Sunday Crossword puzzle. I'm going to move my head over to this corner of the screen so I'll be able to see the complete grid. This is a Sunday puzzle created by Evan Birnholz. The title is Triple Threat. So let's see what we have today. One across. Let nature take blank course, probably its course. Get into the puzzle here. There we go. Its course. One down. No way. Don't know. 13 across. Which person? Who? 18 across. Formal addresses. Don't know. 23 across. Oscar night hopefuls would be nominees, probably. 27 across. How often a broken clock is right each day? Twice. A famous saying. No way, I won't, for one down. Two down, lose intentionally is to throw a game. Three down, same, so am I. Four across is Pulitzer-winning cartoon, Telnace. And a reason why I no longer subscribe to the Washington Post. I'm doing this as a non-subscriber, but Telnace's departure is a big reason for that. 14 across, frozen sheet, an ice flow. Maybe. 6 down, lock explored during Operation Deep Scan in 1987, probably Loch Ness. 5 down, 0% is none. 4 down, spiky plant in the lily family, probably aloe. 14 down, having a smaller grain size as sand would be finer. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. So think orations are formal addresses for 18 across. 19 down, tiny arachnids. Ticks are arachnids, aren't they? Yeah, so I think that corner looks good. 7 across, some university degrees. Lots of things that could be. 15 across, chopping blank. A 1986 horror film set inside a retail complex. And maybe it's, I was trying to think of what would go with chopping in the retail complex. Maybe think mall, so maybe chopping mall becomes chopping mall. Okay, didn't see the film. 20 across, space occupied by a two-dimensional shape. A line, right? I'm not sure. 24 across. Let me get back to you in a few days, maybe. 7 down, less furnished, barer, more bare as apartment. 8 down, Lawrence of Arabia actor Alec Guinness. Was he in that? I'd have to watch it again. I don't remember him in that. 7 across, maybe that is Bachelor of Arts, BAs for the university degrees. 9 down, films such as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, another horror film, which I didn't see, but it would be a slasher movie. 20 across, space occupied, so this is just the area, I guess. Okay. 24 across, let me get back to you in a few seconds. Like some fraternal lodges for night. 15 down, that could be Masonic. 28 across, behind. If you're for something, you're behind it, you're pushing in favor of it. Okay, I think that's what that is. 29 across, that guy's, his, possessive there. 30 down, series of Apple computers. The iMac series, I guess. Kind of like this purple color. I haven't been on the Washington Post crossword page in a while, and so this is the first time I've seen it with purple. Don't know how long they've been doing that, but I like it. 10 across, stuff in La Brea pits, tar. 16 across, sound studio device that may be used to decrease the volume. Don't know. 16 down, William and Mary is a university. There are other things. They were King and Queen of England at one point. 10 down, like most house pets, tame. 11 down, Batman portrayer West. That's Adam West. 12 down, blank park, Queens. Don't know that. A fader. Sound fades away. I guess that is produced using a fader to decrease that volume. Represented in visual format for 21 across could be imaged. And 25 across, takes out. This is first removes would make sense for takes out. I don't know what first is in terms of William and Mary. 13 down, wake up call on base. Reveille would be the wake-up call on a military base. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up this morning. The old Irving Berlin tune. 22 down, person providing care for canines. A dentist provides care for your canine teeth. A nice misdirection there. 31 across, Tolkien Trilogy creature hidden in Tolkien Trilogy. So an Ent were the talking trees in the Tolkien books, and they're hidden in the words Tolkien Trilogy, E-N-T. I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. I talk to the stars, but they never hear me. So talking trees here, these Ents would talk back, maybe. 38 across, destination on a tablet. A website. You might use a tablet computer to navigate to a website. So steno is 26 down, the transcriber, briefly, stenographer. Ken or Lisa Olin are two acting performers for 45 across, and 49 across, not to mention, is also. We've got dentist, steno, reveille, those all look right. 56 across, member of the band, Dr. Teeth, and the Electric Mayhem from the Muppets. Maybe it is Muppet. I was thinking Janice was one of the characters, Dr. Teeth, Animal, but I think they're all Muppets. Yeah, let's put that in. 36 across, those driving to a hospital could be EMTs, emergency medical technicians. 44 down, outrageous words. A rant. You're outraged and you're going on a rant. 48 across, unit on a road or a rail car or a automobile, a road car. Walk with a confident gait for 37 down is probably strut. William and Mary are first names. Okay, nothing to do with the university or the monarchs. 63 across, H's in Heraklion. Those would be Greek letter etas. A Greek speaker would recognize that as the letter eta rather than an H. 32 across, bus driver Ralph on The Honeymooners. That was Jackie Gleason's character. Ralph Cramden was his name. Put in a D and then an E. 28 down, spore producing plant. Ferns reproduce with the spores, I think. Rings a bell. 33 down, recesses in churches, apses. 42 across, look through a keyhole to peer in. 47 across, position on an issue is the stance. And 43 down, classic soda brand, Knee-High. I like the grape, just like Radar O'Reilly. 39 across, dorm room fixtures. Don't know. 39 down, blank curl. Barbell exercise could be bicep curl. Beds might be dorm room fixtures. What's 48? 6 across, wrath, ire. I like that. Let's do bicep curl for 39 down. Beds for 39 across. Dorm room fixtures. 50 across, in a pacific state, calm, a peaceful state, a pacific state of mind. 58 across, subject of a moral examination. Your ethics would be the subject of a moral examination. She who charms the sight, per an Orphic hymn to the muses, 40 down. Erato is one of the muses. I think she's the muse of poetry, but charms the sight, maybe she's muse of visual arts or something. 41 down, Union territory that borders Haryana. So Delhi, Union territory, is this Union of India or something? I think it's Delhi, the Indian Delhi. 64 across with 68 across, player often running the offense. So point guard maybe from basketball. 52 across, lo how a rose ere blooming. Lo how a rose ere blooming. And I don't remember the rest, but I have sung that before in a choir. I did run into Evan Birnholz, the constructor here at the American Crossword Puzzle Tournament, and we've exchanged some brief comments online. I know he sings in a choir, as do I, so that's something we talked about. Sweetie Pie for 35 down is Deary, so I wonder if he ever sang Lo How a Rose Ere Blooming as a Christmas carol. 53 across, possesses, has. 54 down, blank girl, add a girl. 55 down, earless mammal at times. An earless mammal. I'm not sure. Catch fire, ignite. 66 across, running totals in bars. You're running a tab. Seals are earless. Yeah. I guess you don't really picture them having ears. Do they grow ears later? Or maybe some types of seals do have ears. 65 across, banjo playing, fleck. Don't know that. 61 down, blank punk, a subgenre for the New York Dolls. Is that goth punk maybe? 62 down, California locale of the Okapi Winery, maybe Napa Valley. Bella Fleck, glam punk. I'm just guessing there. I don't really know the New York Dolls very well. 74 across, cause to feel dismay. Appall. I am appalled. And if I appalled someone else, I would cause them to feel dismay. So let's try glam. Bella Fleck kind of rings a bell. Although I'm worried that I'm thinking of Bella Bartok. But let's put that in. Okay. 79 across, incensed mad. And 75 down, Android Forerunners, personal digital assistants, PDAs. There we go. 68 across, C64 across, that was point, the runner of the offense. I think that's point guard from basketball. 57 now, part of a volume, a page would be part of a volume of books. Bubbles in the bathtub for 38 down, or soap suds. 76 across, musician who sings on the album Shake the Sheets. I don't know that. 69 down, word printed on a Hawaiian license plate, probably aloha. 70 down, cook in oil again to refry. And 71 down, showers attention on, dotes on, I imagine. Let's check the crossings here. Musician, don't know that musician. Like a fleece blanket, soft, that fits. Charlemagne's domain for 89 across, the Holy Roman Empire, HRE fits. And 94 across, sunbeams would be rays of golden sun. Shake the sheets. And I can't think of a name that fits there. Ted Leo or Ned Leo. 80 across, Midwest blank. So quite a few music-themed clues today. 86 across, conflict involving pilots, an air war, I guess. Human trunk is the torso. So Ted Leo, I guess. I'm not familiar with that musician, but I'll have to look him up. 80 across, Midwest emo, is that a thing? 67 down, went mega viral, blew up. 81 down, Jacobs, who received the inaugural Fashion Trailblazer Award at the Video Music Awards. Emo is a genre of music, so let's put Midwest emo as my guess for 80 across. 93 across, scrubs thoroughly. Scours, I think. This could be Mark Jacobs. 97 across, instructions written by a dev team, perhaps. I don't know, let's move back over here to this section. 72 across, culinary expert Rombauer. Don't know. 77 across, imitation burner. Don't know that either. 83 across, blank suave, a 1990s hit for Gerardo, I guess. That's Rico Suave. Don't remember that song very well, but I remember that title. 90 across, rarin' to go. Don't know. 95 across, surrender, to give or something. 99 across, December hours in Miami would be Eastern Standard Time, EST. 106 across, Dodge SUV, or a Colorado City, or a Mexican state. I think Durango would fit for all of those. 83 down, zoomed along, raced along. 77 down, surrenders, gives up. Was I looking at the wrong clue again? No, this is also surrender, but I think seed fits now that I have that beginning CE. Raring to go, avid. I'm an avid crossword solver. Experience that Michael Pollan wrote about in the book How to Change Your Mind in 78 down. Looks like acid trip, and I guess that would change your mind about things. Imitation burner, a gas something. And a short segment of a show for 51 down could be a mini-sode, a miniature episode. PC corner key for 59 down is probably Control, CTRL. Is it Irma Rombauer for 72 across? 73 down. He can be spelled as, I don't know. 65 down, stores where everything must go. With a question mark. Gas log. Yeah, gas logs are a thing where it gives the appearance of a fire, but it's actually gas burning. Yeah, I think that works. He can be spelled as. Done working for 84 across, retired, RTD. 91 across, poetry competition, could be a poetry slam. 96 across, Donde Blank Santa Claus, the 1958 novelty Christmas song. Donde está Santa Claus? Where is Santa Claus? He can be spelled as horse, H-R-S-E. Not sure I'm understanding that. Oh, maybe this, is this Morse? Maybe those dots and dashes at the end are how you spell Morse in Morse code. I'm going to guess that. I'm going to try Irma, bag or big. Retired might be wrong. What's 85 down? I must be going. How about ta-ta? Oh, you might abbreviate retired as R-E-T. Everything must go. Bagel shops. Everything bagels must go there. Okay. You put everything on the bagel. It's an everything bagel. All right, I think that's what that is getting at. 100 across, Chewie's buddy in sci-fi, Han Solo, buddy of Chewbacca. Build over time to pile up for 115 across. 118 across, hits, as with tomatoes, pelts, I think. Moxie is guts, bravery. Dickens' character, whose name sounds like a bell sound, the Nell of Bell, that would be spelled with a K, I think, at the beginning. But Little Nell is something I've heard of as a character. I guess it's from Dickens. Sheltered at sea, a lee, you're on the lee side, sheltered from the wind. And Johannesburg-born golfer Ernie Els, I guess. I did not know he was from South Africa. All right, there we go. Now we're almost done, just this little corner to finish. 97 across, instructions written by a dev team. Don't know that. 101 across. Press blank key. Press any key. It's makes me think of Homer Simpson saying, "Where's the any key?" No ifs, ands, or buts for 110 across. 116 across. Heavy item in a library. A heavy tome. A large book is known as a tome. Port Colborne's Lake. Don't know that. Erie might fit with 4 letters. 92 down. Herbivore swimming off the Florida coast. It would be a manatee where they're in Eastern Daylight Time right now. 111 down, me neither, nor I. Okay, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that clue. Most constructors, if they put N-O-R-E, N-O-R-I as an answer, they would clue it as a seaweed wrapper for sushi. It'd be nori, but nor I also fits. That's clever. Systems VIP could be the admin, administrator. Let's try Lake Erie for where Port Colborne is. A in German class, ein is the indefinite article, one of the indefinite articles in German for masculine, I think. Instructor is written by a dev. I still don't know what that is. That tracks. I can see. Stringy could be ropey. App code. If we smell Mark with a C for 81 down, Mark Jacobs. And I'm going to try app code, the application code. 98 down, in case you blank know, in case you didn't know, I'm going to tell you. kind of thing. 112 down, take notice of. Don't know. 113 down, forget about it. 114 down, quantity of serum. A vial of serum. I think of serum as something that would be in a lab. What is 94 down? Love is a Revolution, author Watson. Don't know that. 103 down, Windhager Messe, composer Bruckner. Another classical piece. I wonder if Evan has sung that. I'm not familiar with that one. Do I know the name? Bruckner. No. 104 down, backup course of action would be Plan B, I think. 105 down, like those with highly ambitious personalities, type A. So 125 across, organization with athletes who take many threes. NBA athletes might take 3-point shots. Washington bill, one is the dollar bill where George Washington appears. Out of place, inapt, the opposite of apt. This is Aaron. Out of the blue, suddenly. Anton Bruckner. Yes, that does ring a bell. Certain means of spying on somebody's conversation. A phone tap, some kind of tap. Yes, phone tap fits. So Renee Watson is the author of Love is a Revolution. All right, I'll accept that. Take notice of is to spot. And 113 down, forget about it. 114 down, quantity of serum, a dose. So unseat as a king for 120 across is to oust. Definite article is the, THE, and dose for 114 down, and E finishes the puzzle. There we go, 21 minutes for a Sunday puzzle. Not bad. I do like this purple color theming. Washington Post used to have a blue field, which is also what New York Times uses. My favorite, I think, is still the yellow that the Los Angeles Times uses. Los Angeles Times also puts the clue in bold type, and I like to look at this space above the grid as I solve. But yeah, I'll have to come back and do the Washington Post puzzle more often. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.